Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle react after a federal court strikes down Obamacare. The federal judge says the law is unconstitutional. The Trump administration says it will stay in place for now, but legal challenges are expected. Correspondent Jason Calvi reports on the reactions from Capitol Hill. Jason?
Wyatt, Obamacare used to fine Americans who choose not to buy health insurance. Republicans eliminated that penalty in their 2017 tax reform. But the judge here says the rest of the law can't be separated from that penalty. The ruling is pulling lawmakers back into the Obamacare debate.
Representative Hank Johnson is a Democrat from Georgia who voted for Obamacare in 2010.
The people have shifted their opinions about Obamacare, and they now understand that it's good for them. They are benefiting from it, and they don't want their health care taken away from them.
But President Trump is once again calling on Congress to replace the health care overhaul.
It was a big ruling. It's a great ruling for our country. We'll be able to get great health care. We'll sit down with the Democrats if the Supreme Court upholds.
Democrats taking control of the House on January 3rd promised to appeal the ruling. And they say they'll fix problems as the case makes its way through the courts.
We will also be taking legislative action to shore up the Affordable Care Act. By all accounts, it's something that has needed improvement throughout the years, but Republicans have done nothing other than to try to repeal it, and they had no replacement.
Congress, controlled by the GOP for the last 2 years, failed to pass a replacement. Conservative Republican Mark Meadows tells me he's hopeful lawmakers can still act.
We've got to find some solution to lower health care costs and make sure that all Americans have affordable health care that cover pre-existing conditions. Hopefully we'll be able to do that.
For the moment, the ruling will not affect the 10 million people covered by Obamacare and the estimated 12 million low-income Americans still covered through the expansion of Medicaid.
Democrats are also talking about passing a bill to protect people with pre-existing conditions, but it's unclear if that version will pass the Senate and the president's desk. Wyatt?
So Jason, take us through what happens next?
Well, an appeal is very likely, it's expected, that would go right to the appeals court in Texas. If it comes here to Washington, to the Supreme Court, it would be the third time that the high court has heard an appeal about the fundamentals of Obamacare, the fundamentals of that law. The Obamacare has survived 2 of those past challenges.
We'll continue to follow this and see how it all develops in the next couple of months.